Welcome to this week's Ask Donnell question. A lot of us struggle with loneliness. It's real. It's not just a feeling that some people have that they need to get over, but some people really do struggle with loneliness. What's today's question?
Okay, the question today comes to us from Nessa. She reads, "Hi Donnell, I am a Christian. I live alone and I am battling loneliness. I like spending time by myself. However, I'm doing too much of that. Even when I'm surrounded by family, friends, and colleagues, I still feel alone. It has reached the point of me not feeling like being around people because it does not help the feeling. I cannot relate to them. I am bored and feel very unproductive and unfulfilled. If possible, can you assist me in overcoming this feeling or spirit? Thanks."
I guess the first thing I want to talk about is, let's deal with this on a spiritual level. Firstly, there's a spirit called the spirit of heaviness that can come upon someone that regardless of your situation or the rationality of the feeling or whatever it is, even if situations change, you still feel the same way. Even if you're in a brand new situation where before there were certain things that were bothering you and all of them got solved, you still feel the same way. That's the spirit of heaviness according to the Bible. And the Lord says, I give you the garment of praise for the spirit of heaviness. Now, this is a practical side. Now, let's assume it's not that. There was a time in my life when I struggled with loneliness. Years. I lived by myself. I bought my own house. I had lots of bedrooms. I would sleep in a different bedroom on a different night. It would make my life exciting. But I did struggle with loneliness. And what I realized was when I went out in public and I did public events and I used to do fashion shows and stuff, I'd be surrounded with people. And I'd always have all these people around me and all this attention. And still when I left, I would feel depressed. I would feel lonely. I remember I called my mother one time and I said, "Mom, how do I deal with this?" In fact, I didn't say that. I was just bent out of shape. And I was really depressed. And she was asking me, "What's wrong with you?" I was like, "I don't know. I just feel alone." And she said, "You know what? You know what you need? You need to go out and eat some pizza with some friends and just hang out." And I was like, no. I thought I needed something deep. And here's what happened. I'm going to give you two scriptures. Psalm 68 verse 6. Psalm 68 verse 6. It says, "God setteth the solitary in families." So every single person who feels like they're alone, God will put you in a group of people. And He knows how to do it. And the second thing is Proverbs 18:24. He says, "He that hath friends shall show himself friendly." And here's what the Lord did for me. There were people that God had already sent in my life that were willing to befriend me. They wanted to befriend me. They wanted to reach out and be there for me. And I never would let them. Because in my mind, I had an image of exactly what type of friends I wanted. I had the ideal friends. And I'm like, this is what my friends should look like. And here's what the Lord did with me. He taught me how to take whatever I had and give it value. So what I ended up doing was I reached out to one of my friends who had always offered herself up to me to be a friend. And she introduced me to all her friends. And even though they weren't the people I really wanted to hang with, they showed themselves friendly to me. And that changed my life. Additionally, there have been some other people who had been in my life all these years, and I didn't consider them friends. I mean, they were cool people, but I didn't really value them because they weren't cool enough. They didn't have the swag I was looking for. I mean, we didn't have everything in common. But God began to show me people that were around me that I could have stretched myself out to, who really already had a heart to be friendly with me. So my message to you is this. You may not have the perfect friends around. There may not be the ideal people that fit you, that you could relate to on every level. But there are some people, or there's at least one person or two people that God has already put in your life, that if you just come out of your box and decide, I'm going to show myself friendly, and I'm going to find the family that God has given me, the solitary, to dwell in, God's going to show you who those people are. You have to open your heart and say, you know what, God, I'm going to be friendly to somebody, because I know you gave me some friends. And just start hanging with them. They may not be ideal, but hang with whoever God gives you. And with time, God begins to bring into your life exactly who He has for you. Try that out. Thank you.